Hello everyone. Again, I am Mr. R.D. Naik, welcoming you all to my YouTube channel, that is RDN Education Hub. As you know, dear knowledge seeker, that I have prepared several videos in this YouTube channel relating to education and English, compulsory English for plus 2 second year arts coming under CHSE, Odisha. But as because most of the students are very much new, that is why if they want to go through the details about everything and the notification what I have uploaded every day or in a regular interval, if you want to go through every your videos, then you can subscribe or just push the like button, so that I will get your much more motivation in that particular area, isn't it? On the other hand, one more information I would like to share with you all, that in my YouTube channel I have made a special playlist section, and in that your playlist section you can get every videos in details. So if you want to go through it, then go through the description section where I will give your link if you are not capable to adjust it. So it is up to you, my dear students and knowledge seeker, that those who have not subscribed this channel, then you can subscribe it immediately, so that everything will be okay for you and for me also. So previously, relating to Mahatma Gandhi's basic education, I have given emphasis, I have taught you regarding the curriculum of Mahatma Gandhi's basic education. And in my today's discussion, I would like to go through the methods of teaching. Methods of teaching. Methods of teaching. Methods of teaching given by Mahatma Gandhi's, M.K. Gandhi. Alright. So, as you know, previously I have dealt several times regarding Mahatma Gandhi's educational system, and time and again I have put forth the feelings of Mahatma Gandhi, that he was not in favor of the bookish knowledge. He wanted to give every student practical knowledge. So he was not at all in favor of bookish knowledge. Alright. Then in place of that, he was in favor of giving practical skill or knowledge to the students. Alright. So it is natural that he was not in favor of the ongoing educational system or the educational system what was going on in the educational field at that very moment. So he was against the traditional pattern of method of teaching. Traditional pattern of teaching, since a long time, this traditional pattern of your education and method of teaching was adopted by your teachers, and it was somehow boring for the students. In one hand, the English based knowledge was not within the reach of the people of India. Alright. That is why basic education came to your limelight by Mahatma Gandhi. So what type of your method of teaching he emphasized in his educational pattern, in his educational system, in his basic education, let us try to highlight it. So previously I have told you that Mahatma Gandhi was in favor of giving complete knowledge and sense to each and every your pupils by giving him knowledge about the various types of skill by which productive development or productive section can be enriched to a maximum limit. That means he was intended to make the education productive, purposeful and skill based, and it was very much as said you that it is practical in your shape. If it will be practical, then the student can get the permanent knowledge in his mind, and that will facilitate him or his career into a right direction, and ultimately every possible things can be achieved by them without any problem. All right. So let us pinpointedly go through the methods of teaching, what is enunciated, what is being emphasized by Mahatma Gandhi in his basic education system. The very first thing, methods. The very first thing what he put forth or what he emphasized was activity centered method. Activity centered method. Activity centered method means, as you know, the education should be related to activity. As you know, activity means while somebody is engaged himself actively in different types of work or profession or different types of craft, what your Mahatma Gandhi said, then that will be related to activity. Alright. So activity centered method is somehow related to what? Which method? Craft centered education. Craft centered education. Alright. All these are directly or indirectly related to one another. Not only that, these craft centered education can be treated as learning by doing method. Learning by doing method. Alright. So learning by doing method means the students will learn in the educational institution with the help of different types of craft, and at the same time he will do something for himself and for his family by earning something. So at the same phase he can continue his learning and he will work to earn different types of practical skill in his own hand. So here I can relate this particular activity centered method with the 3HS education. 3HS education. What is 3HS education? 3HS education means actually hand, then your head, and the last one is heart. ठीक है? Alright. So hand, as I defined it there in the meaning of education in my previous videos in the initial phase, while I was talking about the meaning of education, that hand is related to your physical activities. Physical activities. Physical activities. Alright. Then head is your mental activities. Mental activities. Then heart is related to which one? That is understanding. Understanding level. Understanding level of the students. Alright. Understanding level of the student. Understanding level of the students. and it is directly or indirectly related with moral or spiritual education. Spiritual education. That means you will do something at your hand and you can have a better physique, and when you will have a better physique, you can promote your mental boundary or cognitive boundary or the mental capacities, and ultimately the understanding power will be developed, and that will make you reach towards the morality and spirituality. You can earn and learn about the techniques of morality and spirituality. You can have idea to mingle your soul with the soul of Almighty. Alright, but one thing I have added earlier also, that all these physical and mental capacities promote the better health. So instead of 3 H's, we can have 4 H's, and the fourth number of H will definitely relate with health. If you go through the biography of Mahatma Gandhi, then he was very much conscious to provide better knowledge to students relating to hygiene and health. So health was the primary things and primary necessities of each and every individual to lead a successful life. So this your activity centered education is somehow related to craft centered education or craft related education. It gives us practical knowledge, and what type of other knowledge we can have, or what type of benefit we are going to have out of this. First of all, you can learn practical knowledge or skills. Alright, that then you can able to express yourself. Self expression is possible. I think you understand it. Take for example, you are engaged in some sort of your basic your craft, like your agriculture. You will engage yourself, you will work there, and manual labor, through the help of manual labor you can learn the real technique. So what type of your knowledge you have in your mind, that is in the form of your innate potentialities, that can be promoted to a greater limit. That means you can express the innate potentialities in better way. ठीक है? Alright. Then while these innate potentialities will be promoted to a greater limit or to the maximum limit or in fuller extent, then the creative and inventive power can be developed in the students. So it is a sort of your practical skill, you can say, practical skill, development of practical skill, you can say, development of practical skill. Alright, so these your practical knowledge, practical skills will give you self confidence. It will give you self confidence, and that self confidence may make you phobia-less. Phobia means fear. You will not have any fear in your mind, and you will go through every activities with much more confidence, and that confidence may lead you towards your learning or acquiring permanent knowledge. So previously also I have told you that the thing of Mahatma Gandhi, what is enunciated by him in the name of method also, everything is interconnected to one another, but in your some way we can make it separate point also. Alright. So this permanent knowledge is earned by his own activities. Alright. Own activities, own or self activities, activities by the student themselves. So these self activities will provide him direct experience to every pupils, every students, and these direct experience learned by him or acquired by him from different your activities, different practical things will give him inner strength, and that will remain in their mind permanently. That means the knowledge or skills will remain permanently in their mind. Alright. So this is the first method. In this method we can derive out different types of method, like your craft centered education method, then learning by doing method, then the practical based your method. Alright. Self expression method. Like this we can, if it is possible, then we will make it possible in the last page of my discussion. Alright. So that is the first prominent your methods of teaching adopted by Mahatma Gandhi. Then come to the number 2 points. Correlation method. Correlation method. Alright. It is in other way named as integrated method. Or in other way you can say it is a method of coordination. Alright. Why it is named so? Because Mahatma Gandhi had a tremendous belief. He had a belief in his mind that if we will provide knowledge of one subject with relation, or just by keeping relation with other subjects simultaneously, then that your knowledge will be more effective, more permanent, and more comprehensive or more understandable. Alright. Correlation. For example, how we will correlate? Take for example, you are going to teach about agriculture. Alright. So while, take for example, recently our agricultural sector has developed a new plantation your technique in the name of Siri technique. Alright. It was a Japanese technique, and in this your way we are planting the paddy in row by keeping some sort of your distance between two your paddy. Alright. So how this Siri technique came to India? If we will go through that your technique and go through the historical background, then we can find that it was developed by a scientist, and scientist, how that particular scientist developed that skill through the help of research and investigation, how that was possible. All these things will come in the your science, is not it? And while we will talk about the birth of that particular scientist, on which date and in which year he was born, then that was the part of your history. All right, where he was born, it is a part of geography. All right, like that, different things will be related with different subjects. And while somebody will teach agriculture and he will relate all these subjects simultaneously and giving a balanced knowledge, then that will be more effective for your students. All right. So correlation method is one of the integrated method where we can combinedly give different sorts of knowledge to the students in different your area or different subject, you can say. All right. So this your technique is one type of interrelation. Here we are interrelating one subject with the other. So we can write interrelationship of different subjects while teaching. All right. Then what type of your thing will occur? If we will do that, then according to Gandhiji, it makes the teaching or learning easy. Makes teaching learning easy. Teaching learning easy. All right. Then it is interrelated with what Mahatma Gandhi said. It is interrelated with various basic crafts. What I have given you example in the form of agriculture. All right. It means it is correlated with crafts. Correlated with crafts. All right. So here, as you know, in correlation method we have different types of your things to be interrelated. While Zakir Hussain committee was formed, you might have remember once I had told you in the initial phase of my your videos that Zakir Hussain committee recommended to your special your areas like your social environment and physical environment in this your correlation teaching. All right. So through the help of correlation teaching, Mahatma Gandhi wanted to make relation, or you can say he invites relationship with different subjects to one another and how they are interconnected, and through that how the knowledge, passing of knowledge will be much more easier for the your teacher, and how the knowledge can be easily accessible or understandable by the students very easily. All right. This is the your second your big your method what is being hinted by Mahatma Gandhi in his basic education. Then come to number 3 method, that is child centered approach. What is that? Child centered approach. And this method in other way is also told as pediocentric education. All right. So here the education will be given just by taking into view the interest, motivation, inclination, desires of the student himself, because the child is the center, and whatever he wants to or she wants to learn, we will have to arrange that type of education. So the education will be given to the students just by taking your innate potentialities and the interest level of the students concerned. In this your method, what things will be your developed? That it is possible to promote the innate powers of the child. Promotion of innate potentialities of the child. Innate potentialities of the child. Alright, innate potentiality, as you know that each and every individual has some inborn capacities. What is very much in dormant condition since is your birth, is not it? That must be taken into consideration just by identifying those things. So if we will provide education just by taking into consideration of all the interest level and inclination level of the students, then it is possible to your identify those qualities, and that can be expressed very easily. So through this your promotion, self expression is possible, as I have dealt earlier here in this particular your arena. Self expression is possible, alright, or you can say self manifestation, alright. Then your here the possibility of self learning is also possible, and as discussed earlier, through self learning permanent learning can be possible. Alright. So as said you earlier, that the thing what I am discussing here, everything are interconnected to one another. What the basic education of Mahatma Gandhi speaks. Alright. So this is number 3. Then come to number 4, the most prominent points. Question and answer technique. Questions and answer technique. Answer method you can say, or technique, whatever you can write. So here Mahatma Gandhi wanted that if you have taught any subject or any topic related to any subject, then question and answer method must be taken into view. That must be your consider in advance. Why? Because through the help of your various discussion, while you are giving or while you are emanating some sort of your knowledge or information or skill to the counterpart or the knowledge seeker, then while you will ask your any type of questions and your counterpart is capable to answer it, then you can understand that the thing what is narrated by you, that is understood by your student concerned. Alright. So question answer method is the best your method by which the knowledge can be promoted to greater limit. Besides that, the lecture method. Lecture method you know. Lecture method. Lecture method means you will go on narrating the thing, narrating the topic, narrating the topic and emanating the knowledge to your students or the knowledge seeker, and through that the student can make himself reach to the stage of self introspect. They will realize the things in his own way. That means self realization. What I have given emphasis in aims of education, self-realization. And while self-realization stage occurs in a student, then the way of self-learning is open. Self-learning. Self-learning, and again that self-learning will provide many types of varieties of your self-experience. Alright, self-experience, and that your self-experience may your promote the boundary of cognitive areas, you can say cognitive areas in a permanent manner. That means permanent knowledge is possible through that permanent knowledge. Alright, so this is lecture method. Then come to the next method, that is your discussion method. Discussion method, of course, it is related with the other subject, the question answer technique. You will discuss something with the students, and in the verge of discussion you can ask your some sort of your questions to the students, and in return the students will give you the response, and in that your coordination or in through the mutual cooperation, the teaching learning process can be your promoted or accelerated. Alright, so the next your thing is what? Craft centered method. Craft centered method, as I have said you earlier, if you are making it separately as a point, then you can craft centered approach. I have discussed it here many a times in my discussion, in my videos throughout, isn't it? There is no need of you are giving any type of explanation relating to it. Then mother tongue as the medium of instruction. That means while you will give any type of knowledge or instruct any type of knowledge, then you will resort to mother tongue, because that is easy and very simple to understand, comprehend. I have discussed it earlier. Then come to the next point. What is that? Sense training method. Sense training method. As you know, we have 5 senses, and there is your proper coordination between them, and for this Mahatma Gandhi gave a special importance that we will have to provide some sort of your sense training, so that the coordination and inculcation of knowledge becomes easier. That will be your easier. Alright, then come to the next your thing, discussion method I have already told you. Then learning by doing, it is related to the first point, learning by doing. So there is no need of giving any type of explanation. You will learn and work at the same time, and on the basis of that you can earn also, and you can earn money and earn knowledge as well as earn skill. Then there is another thing, it is important one, learning by living. As in the initial phase of your video, I told you that Mahatma Gandhi was in favor of giving that type of knowledge by which complete your man can be created. A complete man. He wants to give education for making a man a complete one. Alright, so how a man can be completed? Through the well adoption to the community life. If somebody is there and he is unable to adjust in the ongoing society, and he is unable to adjust in the community life, then it is baseless, it is valueless. That is why, in order to well adjust in every situation, Mahatma Gandhi was in favor of giving some sort of knowledge relating to better living in the society. And through your community life, when somebody will be well adjusted to community life and he will abide by all rules and regulations what is promulgated by your society itself, then he will be considered as a social being. And in the same your phase, a sort of your new idea or a sort of new sense will be developed in the minds of the your pupils. What is that? The helplessness, helping nature, you can say, helping nature. That means you will selflessly, without any selflessly go forward for social service. Alright. So you will work for yourself also, and you will work for the sake of society, for the betterment of society, by rendering social service to the your people who is in your need. Alright. So this type of your learning, or this type of learning is your given emphasis by Mahatma Gandhi in his educational system, that is named as basic education. Then you can say, I have of course stressed all these things directly or indirectly, everything is related to one another, and here I would like to write it. If you want to write more points, then you can write it: learning through experience. Alright. So when you will engage in different types of your education, craft centered education, take for example, so your manual labor, the talent of manual labor, the ability of manual labor will be developed, and that your working capacities, that your engagement of you there will provide you different sorts of experiences, and those experiences will be your more permanent in your mind, because that is self learning, that is based on self learning. So this self learning can make you what? Self dependent, self sufficient, and you will be able to adjust everywhere in the society without any your problem. So these are the your various method adopted by Mahatma Gandhi in his educational philosophy, that is basic education. So it is all about for today. Next day we will talk the other part of Mahatma Gandhi's basic education. Till then, goodbye.